Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Females Thriving Over 30 podcast. Today, we are blessed again with the two hosts. It's another one of our duo episodes, and we did a poll on Instagram to check what kind of episodes do you enjoy the most, and the duo ones are the ones that are winning, of course. Today we have a very fun episode because we are going to be talking all things prep for the International Miss Pageant. That is the pageant that Jasmine is competing in, and she's flying in like a few days. So, well, maybe like a week. But yeah, we're going to go and talk about like her prep, how she's feeling and all of that, which is very interesting. But before we start, Jasmine, how are you? Tell us a little bit about your week.
I'm feeling good, thank you. I've been very busy, as you can imagine, which I'm sure we'll get into today. Literally in a room surrounded by suitcases that are half packed. Obviously, I've got the extra layer of packing for a whole family as well for a holiday, which will happen after the pageant. So it is pure chaos. And just trying to make sure that I have all my pageant stuff separate so that that's safe and going on the plane with me. I'm not checking that bag. So I feel like I've got a lot going on in my head. But the thing I feel the most is excitement. So that's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, that is a really good thing to feel. So
yeah.
How was your weekend?
What did I do? I actually went to a festival. I mean, at the time, about a week ago, when I was thinking, right, I'm going to this, it was just a daytime thing. It's a 90s rave.
Ooh, fun.
It's actually very fitting for this. So I went to a 90s rave on Saturday. And last week I was thinking, like, why did I book this in right before? Like, I've got so much to do. Actually, it was really nice. It was like a day where I didn't think about anything. And I just went and enjoyed myself, and I came back refreshed to keep going. So I actually think it was really beneficial to do it.
Yeah.
But yes, that was fun.
Like 90s stuff. It's amazing. It's incredible. Literally, have you watched the latest Deadpool movie?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my God, you need to watch it. Apart from like being hilarious, it has the best soundtrack of the whole world.
So is that how you spent your weekend?
No, not this weekend. Last weekend. But I went to see it and I was like, this is incredible. Like, it's all like, like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, like all of those songs is so like incredible. You need to go watch it. No, this weekend I have been in Devon. I have been visiting Ollie's grandma because we told her that we're getting married.
Oh, we haven't even actually talked about that on the podcast, have we?
No,
okay,
no,
we need to talk about this quickly first.
Yeah, so I'm engaged. Finally.
So we're going to have lots of wedding planning content if people want to hear it, because I know I do.
Yes, lots of things that are where we will be talking about. But yes, everybody, I got proposed after 9 years. I gave up hopes of ever being engaged at this point. I mean, this is one of the things that prompted me to be part of this podcast and start my Be Timeless campaign of that, like, 30, you're supposed to be married and start having your first kid. And I'm here, 36, I still was not engaged, no kids, no nothing. But the engagement happened. Yay! And it was so good. I got proposed at Brooklyn Bridge, in the only place in New York City that I have never been in all 6 times I had been there.
Oh, I didn't realize it was the first time. It looked perfect. Like, I love the pictures.
My God. I have to say, I was very angry when I arrived to the Brooklyn Bridge because I was going to Brooklyn Bridge specifically to film content for Instagram in my preparations for Miss Great Britain in October. So I was very angry because it was raining. So I was like, great. I did my hair. I got this really long dress that is getting soaked. I'm going to have to walk in this dress for the rest of the day and it's going to be so wet. So I have to say I was not thrilled when I arrived, but I was ecstatic when I left.
You can wet my hair. You can wet my dress.
Literally, I was just like, I don't care anymore. I'm engaged.
I now have the best title in the world. You need content.
So, I mean, I think it was perfect because he took kind of like the opportunity that I told him, like, the only thing that I want to do in New York, for the rest of the things, you can plan whatever you want to do because he had never been there. The only thing that I want to do is Brooklyn Bridge. I want to film some videos. So, because I don't trust you, because you're horrible with the camera, I'm going to bring my tripod. And the only thing that you need to do to start practicing is just click record. So I think he got like, awesome. Now I'm going to take the opportunity. I click record, and she's busy doing her videos to propose, and then we'll have it in video as well. And it was beautiful. It
I
was
mean, that was very
beautiful.
good planning on his behalf to think that far and to know that it would be nice to have it on film. It's
Yes.
really good that
Yeah.
he thought about that. Speaking of getting on the tripod, obviously I only have my husband and Mila in America with me, so I've just bought a new tripod with a
Yes.
remote so that I can get
Yay.
my own content.
That's the one that I have.
Yes.
That's exactly the one that I have. But obviously for photos, that's what I always do. And then for video, in this case, because I wanted to have like a good quality one, I wanted to use the back camera. So
Yes.
that's why I was like, no, I
Yeah.
much rather you, because it has happened before that I click record. I did my whole thing and it didn't record anything. So no, it was great. It was great. So yeah, those are my news. I'm
Yeah.
engaged.
I'm so excited for you, and I'm so excited that because of this, I'm going to be there every step of the way. Because you have to talk to me, whether you like it or not, all the time.
Yes, absolutely. And you are in the guest list, so start saving because it's not going to be in the.
Okay, right, okay. You're going to give me a little bit of time after this
Oh
pageant.
yes, yes,
Okay,
many,
good. Okay.
plenty of time. I need time to say after this pageant
Yeah.
too. Okay. International Miss. I did this pageant in 2022. I am so excited that you're doing it this year. I couldn't think of a better representative for the UK coming this year. I really do think that you, and I told you many, many times, that you really have everything that International Miss embodies. So I am really excited to see you on stage. I really hope that, Laura, please do a live stream. I need to be able to see what's happening in real life. Like I was already planning to stay awake to be able to watch it. So I'm praying for a live stream so we can watch you. But how has it been so far, the journey as International Miss United Kingdom?
To be honest, it's been, like you said, I feel like before I even entered this pageant, seeing you do it and everything you're doing with it and learning more about the pageant, it just felt like a good fit for me. I mean, everything I've been doing for even since like the past 5 years, I've worked on, raising awareness of mental health. I had my own anxiety journey. International Miss works very closely with the Still She Rose organisation, which perfectly aligns with the stuff that I believe in. I'm an entrepreneur. I do empowerment through education in my work as a lecturer. So I feel like it was just an easy fit, to be honest. And what's been really refreshing is I don't feel like I've had to change, or I haven't really had to think about what do I need to do to be an
Mm-hmm.
international Miss, because I already was that person
Yeah.
that fits that, what they're looking for. So it's fit really seamlessly into my life, which is really important as well, with it being for women over 26. Obviously we have other responsibilities. I have a 3-year-old child, I have a demanding job. It's really important that it does fit into our current lifestyles. And then also, because I've been working for years on the stuff that I do, things like Raising Them Resilient, the project that I did for children to help them with their mental health, all of that was built on purpose to be an online resource so that people can use them without me physically being there. So other than really having to promote myself, I was doing all my Still She Rose events. It's already stuff that I was doing anyway and stuff that I've just continued to do. So I couldn't believe it when I've realised the other day that it's been a year now, because I was competing for the UK title.
Yeah.
That didn't end up happening. So then I got the UK title to go to international. So it's actually already been a year. But it doesn't feel like it's been that long because it's just been a part of who I am. I had to look
Yeah.
back and think, when did I actually start doing this?
And I think it's just like time goes so fast as well
Yeah,
because you have been busy doing
yeah,
things and planning. Because I mean,
yeah,
you're like me, like, like we plan everything. So
yeah.
you've been planning, your social media has been on point. I watched your intro video and I just couldn't stop smiling. Like, incredible. Like, it was so good. Very well. Like, I don't know, it was like vibrant, like you couldn't stop watching. The content was really engaging. So that's why I was like, oh my God, I have really good feelings about your participation in the pageant. I think you're going to do really, really well. How was filming that video? How did you came up with the concept? Did you have help? How was it?
So I think before I even entered the UK's final of International Miss, I had it in my sights that I knew that I wanted to do it. So I knew way back, more than a year ago, exactly what I wanted to bring to the competition. I knew the way that I wanted to present myself. I knew that I wanted to do the Pearls of Wisdom program. I knew that everything that I wanted to do with this organisation has been in the works for that amount of time. When it came to doing my videos, I felt like I'd already honed in so much on exactly what I wanted to say, what I'm about, what I was trying to achieve, that I found it quite easy to pull those scripts together for the videos initially. And then, because I'm quite aware of the fact that a lot of what I do is quite serious, obviously I'm a lecturer, that's very serious. I take all my projects and my initiatives very seriously, and I can come across very serious quite a lot of the time. And I'm not, like, I am a very, like, fun person. I love, like, joking and laughing. Like, that is more what my actual personality is like. So it was really important to me in the videos that I was able to show both. So ahead of the videos, I wrote my script, and then I thought, how can this be shot in a way that shows that I'm fun?
Mhm.
And my inspiration was like the Love Island type opening videos where it shows each person and they talk about themselves and they're like throwing balls from the ball pit, like that kind of stuff. So I actually knew because I work in this kind of area, I already knew the videographer that I worked with. We'd worked together, a mental health project actually at the university. That's where we met. He was a videographer on the team. So I got in touch with him and we sat down together over coffee, and I kind of showed him my vision. I was very lucky that he was able to absolutely nail it and bring it to life and create exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, it was incredible. So please, let's give a shout out to this videographer because
Yes.
he did an incredible job. So what's his name? What's his Instagram?
So it's Toby Sims Media. In fact, I have been talking to him about, obviously, after doing my videos, I've been prepping to go to internationals. But obviously, through my business, Empress Media Academy, I do a lot of work with business women, pageant girls, about like their branding and content they might want to put on their social media and things like that. So I have been speaking to him about whether we can do something together where I kind of help with writing the scripts and concepts, and then Toby, he's also great with the concept stuff, so he can do it and shoot with people. So if that's something people are interested in, then just drop me a message, or even if I can just refer straight through to him because he's great. But yeah, there's things out there that we'd like to do.
To be honest, I think we also need to do one for the podcast.
Yes,
We
yes,
need to do
that would be
something
good.
because
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. We need to do new photos. We need to have like
yes,
some nice photos together, and then I think we need to do a video. So,
yes, yes.
if you have any idea, anybody listening, of the kind of videos that you would like to see from us promoting this podcast, please let us know so we can just like have that into account when we're writing the script for
Yeah.
our next video. So, you just mentioned that obviously you met the photographer through university, working together. You have been actually giving a lot of opportunities to people within the university to help you
Yes.
with lots of aspects of
Yeah.
the International Miss Pageant. So tell us a little
Yeah.
bit about that. I
Yeah. So
always get like every time I talk, tell us a little bit about. So tell us a little bit about that.
very nice. That's very well articulated. Yeah, I think it's really important to collaborate with the people. I feel like as quite a like perfectionist type person, I like to be in control of situations. I've always been quite like that. But over the last however many years, I think since having a child as well, I've realised how important it is to collaborate with others and lean on other people, and to give, because it's giving them opportunities as well. So I did end up working with some fashion students at the university as well. So I share an office with a fashion management lecturer, and I was
Oh.
talking to her about the pageant, and she said, I've got an idea, like, why don't you do something, with our students? And I was like, fantastic. I would love to do that. And I wanted to also talk to them about the Still She Rose organisation and my Pearls of Wisdom project, and talk to them about a way we could bring those two elements into an
Mm-hmm.
outfit that represents what I'm all about. So that's what we did. I pitched to them about what I wanted, gave them a brief, showed them some different design ideas, and then they all went away, worked on the designs, and then came back and pitched to me. And then I've had two students working together on something for the gala, for the Still She Rose gala, which also is a part of my outfit for the opening number. Without giving too much away, it kind of is being used for both in different ways,
We like that. We like
which
that,
is
you know.
fun. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then they did such a fantastic job that I had a student make my white fashion wear as well. So they've actually made a lot of my outfits now for the competition, and it's been such a joy to work with them. And they also just really appreciate the opportunity to be able to work on something straight. They're both graduates. They've just graduating in
Mhm.
September. So to be able to work on something and have it on stage and have photos of their work on
Yes.
stage and stuff is fantastic for their careers. So it's nice. Obviously, it's fantastic for me. I've got some beautiful things to wear, but it's also great for them as well, opening doors for them.
No, absolutely. And again, like many times we always go to designers that people know, or you will just try to, like source that from somewhere else, buying pieces here, pieces there. So I think it's great to be able to students the opportunity to do something that maybe might take them longer to
Yeah,
do, because obviously opportunities are rare
yeah,
nowadays.
yeah,
And kind of like, launch a little bit their career with, those videos and those photos and everything like that. So you better rock
yeah,
those outfits because
yeah.
they are gonna need those really good videos for promotion.
The thing is, like, they hadn't really, majority of the students hadn't really heard about pageantry. They'd heard of, like, the big pageant
Yeah.
organizations, some of them, but some of them knew nothing about it as well. So I think, like, for them, there's two in particular that said, you know what, I really want to work in this area now. Like, it's something they'd never even thought about, but they loved the fact that pageant outfits are so creative and you can have
Mhm.
some freedom with creativity, especially when you think of like fashion, fun
Yeah.
fashion. Like, there's so much creativity in that. And what other industries could you make those like outfits for, unless I guess you were working like red carpets or something?
Yes.
So they loved it, and they actually really want to pursue working within the pageant industry. So
Well, you better promote them really well and just get
yeah,
really good videos
yeah,
because we don't really have that many UK designers.
no,
And to me, one of the things that worries me the most, I mean, again, I'm also a control freak,
yeah,
right? And having to like talk to someone that is not in the same country, giving the instruction, and then have to wait, giving like measurements, not having someone actually measuring you. We've heard of moms giving measures of, oh yeah, waist to like the length, but measuring without the heel. So then the outfit arrives and then it's too short.
hmm yeah,
Or you have not measured yourself properly, like it happened to me. So I think it's great. They love this industry and they would like to pursue a career in this because we need local talent
yeah,
that we can use and we can source and get outfits from. So we are
yeah,
going to be in the lookout for those outfits. So you said that you have the Still She Rose gala,
hmm
an opening number, and then a white number, and
yeah,
then swimwear and evening. So that is very different to my right.
okay,
My year, it was the very first year of the Still She Rose gala, and it
yeah,
was not mandatory. So you could
okay,
just go if you wanted to, or and then we kind of like had that whole itinerary as well with like opening number and we had prelims and things like that. And then everything got changed. So I never got to wear so many outfits. So tell us every single one of the outfits that you are bringing with you that are part of kind of like the competition.
okay,
For people to know exactly, like going to an international,
yeah,
what can you expect? What outfits are you
okay,
wearing? Do you have national costume? Do you have this or that? So
yes,
tell us.
yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go just through the whole thing because it's
Yeah.
only, so there are 3 full days and 1 evening before those full 3 days.
Mhm.
So the first on the night that I arrive, so I'm not actually sure if I'm going to make it to this. It's an optional activity. Luckily, I'm not just not turning up. But there is a champagne reception on the first night. It's Barbie themed.
So
So
fitting for you.
yeah, so it's all going to be like pink, but I might not be there. I mean, I
Yeah,
have got an outfit in case I'm going to pack, and if
always.
I get there in time, I'll be there.
Mhm.
But luckily, it's optional, so it's not the end of the world if I don't make it. But yeah, how fun, a Barbie champagne
Yeah.
reception. I mean, it would be great if I can get there. So a pink outfit for that. And then the next day we have a photo shoot. We all get a photo shoot that day. And I'm going to just wear an outfit that I'm wearing for another area of competition. I think I'm going to wear my white fashion for my
So
photo
you
shoot.
can just wear any color that you want.
Yeah.
Okay. My
Yeah.
year, we all had to be in red
Oh, okay. Well,
for
I
the
will double
photo
check
shoot.
that to make sure. But as far as I'm aware, you can pick whatever you want. I think they said you could
Who?
wear your opening number or you can wear something else.
Okay. Who is the photographer? Eva?
Eva.
Eva Fleece?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So we've got all having a photo shoot with her on that day. And then we have sightseeing activities. We're going to Icon Park on
What's
International
that?
Drive. So it's got like a big ferry. It's on International Drive. It's like got a huge Ferris wheel. It's got all different things around there. So that'll be a fun
Okay.
outing. And you can bring family members with you if you want. So I think I'm going to bring Mila to
Hmm.
that potentially because she'll like that.
Hmm.
And for that, we get our International Miss t-shirts and then jeans, like jeans or like denim shorts.
Mhm.
For that, just like a casual look
Yeah.
for that.
Nice.
And then that's it on that first official day there. The day after that, we have a mindful moment session in the morning, which is really nice and a new thing they've
Mhm.
added. So that's done through Still She Rose. So Whitley is running that.
Okay.
So we can wear pajamas or we can wear workout gear, whatever we want to wear down
Mhm.
to that in the morning, just a little hour session. And then we have registration and rehearsal because they're one after the other. We're just wearing the same outfits, which is all black. So I have a nice black jumpsuit to wear for
Okay.
that. And then we have the gala. We have national costume at the gala. So we'll be going in our national costumes and we'll be doing our national costume performances on stage at the beginning of the gala, and then we get changed into our evening gowns to wear at the gala and we can stay and eat and dance and enjoy the evening.
Okay. Oh, I'm excited to know. Can you give us a hint of your national costume?
National costume. It's an iconic costume for the UK. Like it's quite like an staple British thing. It's
Okay.
but it's got a bit of like what I've been saying to people. It's not as revealing as Victoria's Secret, but I've
Mhm.
been saying it's like a Victoria's Secret spin on
Okay.
a traditional British outfit.
Okay. We like it. We like it. So obviously,
Lots of
this is
rhinestones.
nice. This is up before she goes to internationals.
Yes.
So we want comments on what you think that
Yes.
national costume is. We
Yes.
want bets. And then she will do a reveal. Are you going to do a reveal or are you going to wait until the day of until you are on stage?
My plan, if it goes according to plan of what I'm thinking I'm going to do, is that every time I get ready, I'm going to set up and film and
Awesome.
talk through my outfit and show it and everything before I go to every event, purely
Perfect.
because then I know I've done it and that I've
Okay.
shared it. And then if I don't get as much content because I'm busy, then that wouldn't be the end of the world. And I'm going to try and do some lives as well. So I think when I'm ready for certain things, I'm going to try and go
Yeah.
live and chat with
Oh yeah, I
everybody
would
as well.
say make sure that you do it when you're ready because I did it as I was getting ready for finals.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then I was like, oops, I'm late.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I can multitask that well. So I might have to be like at least hair and makeup ready
Mm-hmm.
and then I could show what I'm going to put on.
Yeah.
Although I'd have to get changed. So maybe it would be videos.
Yeah. I mean, you can, and I'm getting changed now and get out of frame and
Yes.
keep talking.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you go like, ta-da!
Yeah, but I thought it'd be fun to like show my shoes, show my earrings. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna film like the finishing touches so everyone can see me finishing, getting ready, and talking
Amazing.
about what area of competition I'm going to, just so people get a feel for what I've been wearing and what I've been doing while I'm there.
Amazing. Amazing. Okay, so then that's national costume, and then
Yes.
what else?
So we have, yeah, national costume and then the gala outfit. So anything that's floral themed to wear
Mm-hmm.
to the gala. And then the next day is the main day, the day that where it all goes down. So interview. Um, got my interview outfit ready for that day, and I personalised that a little bit as well. So that's got some personal touches and nods in there as well. I've really thought through everything for this. Everything's very, very intentional. And then I have just my interview, and then we're getting ready for the evening. And then for the evening competition, we have our opening number, which is Red. So that is where
Mm-hmm.
some of what I'm using in the gala will be repurposed in opening
Mm-hmm.
number. And then I have white fashion. They removed the resort wear, so we don't have a resort wear competition. Yeah, they did that quite a while ago. They removed it. There was a statement put out that they decided to remove resort wear. I think it
So what
was
do you
like
have now instead?
nothing. So that in terms of scoring, the empowerment plan is what replaced resort wear. The
Ah.
empowerment plan videos that we put out.
So then you have opening number, and then you do fashion and evening,
Yes.
and
Just
empowerment plan.
so the judging for the whole thing, intro video, empowerment plan, social media, and photogenic,
Mm-hmm.
interview, which is like 40%, and then fashion, evening. They're all
Okay.
the scored rounds.
To be honest, I like the empowerment plan because it's, it has happened in the past, not just with this pageant, but in general, many pageants that someone wins and does nothing. So at least if you have to think about that empowerment plan, and you need to think, like you put things in place, and you need to kind of like go through it once you have got the, I like that.
Yeah, I think it was a great extra area of competition. I think as a lecturer as well, especially with my platforms all being public,
Mm-hmm.
as much as I don't mind doing swimwear, I quite enjoy doing a swimwear round. It's not great to post pictures of me in swimwear purely
Mm-hmm.
because my students can find me.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm a school teacher where it would be the end of the world, but it's also like a little bit like, do I want my
Yeah.
students looking at me in my swimwear and then coming to class? And it's a
Yeah.
bit so. Actually, I was quite pleased when that happened. Like, I would have done it if it was an area of competition, but actually, I thought for me, I think this is
Mm-hmm.
better, and it actually plays to my strengths more because I love the business of pageantry, like the planning,
Mm-hmm.
the work behind it, what I'm going to do with it. That's the bit I like. So really, I was like, yes, like we're playing to my strengths with the empowerment plan.
Yes. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, 100%. But this is what happens. Like, you have your real name on Instagram. I don't, so I'm never
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
found.
yeah. Oh, that's true. That's true.
Never been.
Maybe I need to start a persona like Lady Gaga.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Um. So, I mean, it's very interesting. How 2 years different made such a change within the pageant, right? Because we're talking about like certain things that you have now as part of your competition that I didn't have, and the other. And for example, for me, because it was kind of like after my interview was 2 weeks before the
Oh
pageant
yeah, I remember. Yeah, you did yours online, didn't you?
online.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it was quite interesting.
yeah,
In a way, I liked it because it kind of like removed that extra
yes.
nerves and pressure that you
Mhm,
have on the day of the so I kind of like doing that
mhm.
beforehand, and I think that's
Yeah,
one of the things that I like as well about Miss Great Britain, that you have the interview the day,
yeah,
and then you can forget about that and just concentrate on the rest on the stage.
yeah,
And obviously, like, the activities were different because it was different cities.
yeah,
Mine was New York,
yeah.
New York City. Yours is Orlando, so very different. How does it work? Do you have like a group chat with the or the final? Do you have any? Has that been created?
Yes, so we have it's called Band, the app. I've never used it before,
Ooh.
but that's what it's all on. So um it's been fantastic, I've got to say. Like everything's been very much put together for us to be able to see. So that we do have an area on the website. So from a while before the pageant, we had our own area on the website that you can log into just for finalists, where I had dates and deadlines of everything that was being expected from us and links to it. So
Wow.
like if there was any forms we needed to fill out, it'd have the date we needed to do it by in the link or and everything like that. So that's been fantastic because I've just gone on there regularly and just thought, right, what have I got to do next? Like what's coming up? And gone through all of that. And then kind of as we've got closer, we've got through everything because we've submitted like our empowerment plan, our intro, that's all the kind of stuff that was on our finalist portal area. And then the band app has been active for the whole of August, so we've been in there for a while now. And in that there's like a, because I haven't had the app before, I'll explain what it is because I didn't know what
Yes,
it was like.
because I don't even know this app and it sounds
Okay,
incredible.
so this app is more like, it is kind of like a social media platform, so it has a feed where updates are being posted. So I didn't mention this actually about the Still She Rose gala. There was an update the other day in the app on the feed about everybody that's raised over
Oh, yeah.
$250 is
Oh,
eligible for the Still She
hey.
Rose award. So you become a finalist for that award, and every person that's raised that amount gets a plaque on stage. And I think that's really, really nice.
Oh, that's so nice.
And yeah, and I feel like that's something that could be put into pageants in general, like because the charity fundraising is, it's hard work.
Hmm.
I think so much goes into that area, and sometimes we don't spend enough time celebrating that area of competition. So I think everyone getting a plaque, like no matter what, you're going home with a plaque that's like a symbol of the work you put into that charity work.
Yeah.
So I think that's really nice.
Yeah, especially nowadays. Maybe you have the same experience as me, but
Yeah,
I believe like a couple of years ago, it was easier to get people involved
yeah,
and raising money and doing events and have people come in and all of that. And this year is proven to be difficult. I think it's all due to, the cost of living crisis
yes,
and things.
yeah,
Recognizing someone that has reached over whatever milestone you have set, it's
yeah,
incredible because at
yeah,
least that says like, look, the effort that I put in is being recognized. And
yeah,
it's not, I
yeah,
just not didn't, I mean, we don't do it for nothing because we do it for
yeah, yeah,
charity that we are passionate about. But
yeah.
it's good to feel recognized.
Yeah, exactly. It's really nice to be recognised. So yeah, they put that in there. So that was a really nice little update. But it has like they've been introducing all the team members and who's going to be the judge coordinator, who's going to be
Mm.
guest coordinator, all of that. They've all been getting posted on there, which is really nice to start seeing people. And then there's a chat function on there as well. So there's like the feed where you can see all the proper updates and comment and ask
Hmm.
questions and stuff. And then there's a chat where everybody's chatting to each other, talking about all the different things people have done, um, just like asking each other questions and
Hmm.
stuff, which is really
Nice.
nice to just start getting familiar with people.
Oh, that's really nice. Like, and the people posting the feed is only the admins, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, you said judges, so I'm like, I'm so curious
Yes.
to see who are the judges.
I know.
My year, we have someone that is very controversial right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had Layla Rose
Oh, okay.
as
Oh.
and she's now like in the hot seat now. There's everything happening with Miss USA. So let's see who your judge is.
I know. It's
Get to know.
always like I feel like any competition is always so intriguing to know who your judges are going to be. But
Yeah.
I think people put a lot of emphasis on who the judges are going to be, but I think because I guess it is an important part of it
Hmm.
because different judges can have different
Yeah.
outcomes, I guess. But
No,
also, it's
absolutely.
like something that's so out of your control that I just think you've
Yes,
just
of
got to
course.
think
Of course. I mean,
what will be.
I do meet new people every year when they announce the judges. It's like, oh, I've never heard of
Yeah,
this person before.
yeah,
And for us going to internationals, new. Everything is new because
Yeah.
we don't really know anybody. My year, the only person that I knew of was one of the previous International Miss winners, but because she
Yeah.
was a previous
Yeah.
winner, all of
Yeah.
the other people, I didn't know.
Yeah.
So it was interesting.
Yeah. I feel like I've really tried my best to show myself on my social media
Mhm.
and stuff, especially because I'm coming from the UK. Obviously they might not, we might not have crossed, well, with, if they're American, we're likely not to have crossed paths, let's be honest, unless for some reason we have before. Whereas obviously the American contestants may have crossed paths with judges before, so they might
Mm,
have a little context of who they are, or they might have heard of their work before or something. So it was really important to me that I was able to showcase myself as fully as possible on my social media, and that's why, I mean, it's important to me generally anyway. Obviously, you know that I work in marketing, I teach
mm,
marketing, I teach personal branding, so it'd be very silly of me not to do my own personal brand. So I do it anyway, but I think it was really important to me that if the judges, well, we get scored on our social media, so if the judges are the
yeah,
ones doing that and they're looking at our social media, I just wanted to make sure I was going in feeling like they knew a little bit about me already.
yeah, yeah. You know what? Like, I don't know how that social media works. If they have to go
Yeah,
through everybody's social media
yeah.
or not, that would be very interesting to know.
Because you won the social
Hmm.
media award, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I did. But I don't know if that was like the judges voting,
yeah, yeah,
or is that more of like like more less of a subjective
yeah,
score and
yeah,
more like of an
yeah,
objective, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because how judge that? Because
yeah,
there is no, I don't remember that there was a criteria of like what is it judged on.
yeah, yeah,
So I don't know. That would be very very interesting to know.
yeah,
Um, Maybe we can ask after you compete and see
yeah, yeah.
how is. So tell me, how are you? Just already said like obviously your bedroom right now is a bit of a mess, like a bomb has exploded
Yeah,
in there. And one of the things that I told you as well, like make sure that your clothes for the pageant are all in your carry-on just in
yeah,
case.
yeah,
And and I remember trying to pack all my essentials, like all my outfits and makeup. I was like outfits, makeup, and underwear. That's all
yes,
I'm gonna take with me in my carry-on. But it was a challenge
yeah,
because I was like that, and I was taking with me some like presents to give to the.
yes.
Mm, I don't think everything is, which it did. But how are you feeling at the moment? Is everything gonna fit in your carry-on suitcase,
Okay, so my
or are
my
you
carry.
using your husband's carry-ons as well as like?
Well, I could. I actually could. So that's a possibility. Like me and my husband, no word of a lie. There's a cabin case that we is the only case me and my husband have ever owned, and it's cabin case size. Every holiday we've ever been on, we've both fit all of our stuff in that case. Both of
Awesome!
us.
Wow, props to you. We're gonna have to have an episode on how to pack a carry-on for two
Because
people.
actually, like especially on holiday, we're very low maintenance. Like when I normally go on
Yeah,
holiday with Liam, if it's just, obviously this is very different going away for a
yeah.
pageant. A normal holiday, I will barely wear any makeup. I don't style my hair. I'm not taking hair
Hmm.
products, whatever. I'll let my hair dry naturally.
Yeah.
I will take like nice outfits, but just like basic mix and match type outfits. I'm not going
Hmm.
to be taking heels. I think that's why we've made that work so many times, doing it
Hmm.
like that. So for me, I think this is why this is actually quite intimidating, packing so much. I feel like even when I went to Galaxy International, because obviously I've competed internationally before, I think I only had one kind of largish suitcase for that. I'm not sure how I did it. This time I seem to have a lot more, but obviously I also have a
You
little
have more
boyfriend
outfits
as
though, as
well that
well.
takes up a lot. She's got nearly a whole suitcase to herself. So at the minute I have two large suitcases, which are going to be mainly like our holiday stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I have put the delegate gifts in there, so let's hope that they don't get lost.
Yeah.
And I have put, at the moment, I've put my outfit for the Icon Park, like my jeans and stuff, are in that
Mm-hmm.
one, because as much as I don't want to lose them, if it happens,
You
I'm
can
not
buy
getting
some.
judged on that part of the competition.
Yeah.
If I have to
And you
buy
can buy
some,
jeans anywhere,
yeah, if I
really.
have to buy some jeans and
Yeah.
they're not perfect, so be it.
Yeah.
I'm not getting scored. I just want all my judge stuff, and so my national costume, gown, and interview are
Mm-hmm.
currently in the cabin case, and they're fitting in there,
Oh, good.
including boots for national costume. There's a little giveaway. There's boots
Woo!
in there.
Boots, boots. Everybody making like assumptions of what this is gonna be. Their boots.
So there's some boots, some statement boots in there. So they take up quite a lot of room. And then I have heels for my interview outfit that are different from my stage heels. So
Mm-hmm.
the problem that I'm having with the cabin case is the heels.
Yeah.
Clothes, I'm managing to get them in. The
Yeah.
heels, I'm having to decide which heels to prioritize. And I'm thinking, if I'm
You
flying with British Airways,
also
and
you can take two suitcases. Two.
we can
You can
take
take a
three
suitcase and a big. You can take 3 suitcases and 3 bags.
suitcases, 3 cabin cases, 3 hand luggage bags.
Yeah. Okay. So
Because I had to pay for Mila, she's her own person, so that's why
yeah,
she has her own.
you'll be fine. Yeah.
So at the minute, I have 2 large suitcases that are going to be checked. My cabin bag, and Mila's got a little cabin bag case
Mm-hmm.
that I'm gonna put mostly my stuff in, because
Yeah.
it's like a sit-on one. So I want to bring it so she can sit on it, but it's going to be mostly my stuff inside. So if when they scan it, they're going to be like, "This little girl's got a case full of makeup and heels." Like
It's
what?
like, yes, of course.
So yeah, it's working so far, and I think I'm just gonna, worst case scenario, I'm gonna prioritize my like most neutral pair of heels in the
Mm-hmm.
checked in my
Yeah.
cabin bag, so that I've
Yeah.
got them no matter what happens, and then the
Mm-hmm.
shoes can go in my big cases. I mean, chances are, like, I've never had a case lost, touch wood.
Yeah,
Let's
probably
see.
not. Probably
But
not.
you've got,
You have to, because there are certain things that I said that you cannot.
yeah,
Um, I don't know if you got to that point yet. Probably not. Probably you will. But I got to a point of so much pressure, stress, and anxiety before flying that I was just like one day crying as I was packing, like
no.
crying my eyes out, like so stressed out.
Oh no.
I don't know if you will get to that, Jasmine.
Rhea seems to have disappeared.
What happened? Is it me alone? Me myself? What is happening? Jasmine. Jasmine, where are you? I think her internet. We are trying to contact Jasmine. I think her internet must have dropped because she's not answering me, and I. Hello. Call me. Oh, oh, yeah, maybe Mila. We'll browse Instagram in the meantime. Oh, there was one thing that I was going to mention. Okay, we got Jasmine. Jasmine says, what is happening? She's there. I'm here. I don't see anything. This is so awkward. What I mean, okay. Okay, we're stopping and continuing. And hopefully we are back. Everything is good and nothing happens again. Yeah, we were talking about like the meltdown that I had because of the pressure, the anxiety of flying, and making sure that I was going to be able to fit everything in those suitcases and take it all with me. And yeah, all of that pressure that I was putting on myself, pressure as well that I was like, yes, I need to do very well for the UK. I'm the first representative. I need to make sure that we leave the UK placement and name really high. I think that really got to me. So I was just saying, like, I don't know if you will be getting into that point or not, but if you do, it's completely normal.
Yeah. I feel like I've gone through little phases where I start to feel like the pressure rising a little bit. And I think it's because for me, I know like I'm not going to say I'm never doing another pageant because we all know that people say
Mm,
that and they do it anyway. So I'm not the statement I'm making. And I love the pageant industry, so I know I'm going to be a part of it. But I do feel it's highly likely that this will be my last time.
for a
I've
while.
really after competing internationally before,
Hmm.
I always knew I wanted that opportunity again because my first year in pageantry was such a whirlwind. I came into the pageant industry in 2019 and I went to my first international in 2019. So as much as I was so proud of myself I came top 5 international, so I was very proud of myself and how I did
Yeah.
in that time around. I've learned so much and my
Mm.
approach to pageantry is totally different and I'm just much more secure in who I am,
Mm-hmm.
and what I bring to the table and more confident in that. So I really wanted one more chance to go to an international, and especially now International Miss is so well aligned with who I am, it was just like the perfect chance to do that.
Mm.
So it, in my head, I could quite easily build it up because I'm thinking like this is my last chance because I don't think I'm gonna do this
Mm-hmm.
again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I have put my all into it this time, and I've put so much attention to
Yeah.
detail and put so much of myself into it that I'm thinking I think this is going to be it, and my time to
Mm-hmm.
just put it all out there on the
Yeah.
table. So then, yeah, obviously that can cause a little bit of pressure, but then I just keep telling myself, no matter how stressed out I get about it, what's going to happen will happen.
Yeah.
Um, you know, the judges are going to like who they like. They're going to think the person's the best fit that they think is the best fit.
Mm-hmm.
And this all like every woman that competes in pageantry is an amazing
Yeah.
person. They're always accomplished people. They're always people that are doing amazing things. So you just don't know. You just don't know what's
You
going to
literally
happen.
have no idea.
So I just think, you know what, by no means does that mean I'm not going to give it my all because I will, but I have to tell myself that just don't get yourself worked up about it and enjoy
Yeah.
it, because if it is my last one, I also want to have had the best experience ever and not
Mm.
been too in my own head.
Yeah.
It's not
And I
easy
think
to do, but I'm
you're
trying.
gonna have the best experience regardless, I think.
Yeah,
And as
yeah,
you said, yes, like pageantry is very subjective.
yeah,
I like about International Miss is that there is so many different aspects of the competition that
yes,
you have better chances of doing very, very well. Because when you
yeah,
only have like 3 parts of the competition, an interview is the highest score, and
yeah,
you are not good at selling yourself, but
yeah,
you might be the best person for the job, but you are like terrible at selling yourself. That can be kind of like in detriment to what is going to be your placement. Whether when you have
yeah,
so many different other areas that you can work
yeah,
on and you can just play with your strengths,
yeah,
have better chances.
yeah,
And I mean, I think again, I think pretty much like have everything this title looks for. Yeah, we need to wait and see. As you said, like let's see what the judges are looking for,
yeah,
how everything turns out on the day, basically.
yeah. I feel like I've just focused on like consistency,
Yeah.
especially with so many areas of competition. I wanted to put my
Mhm.
all into every single one, which is why I put so much time and effort and thought into my videos and everything. Because if I know that I've done that, then that's all you can do.
Yes.
And also, I do think there's slight more pressure that I feel, because if you're obviously representing a US state, you have the chance at 3 titles. Well, two,
Yeah.
because if you're
Too.
unmarried, you've got two. If you're married, you've got two
Mhm.
options. But if I miss a beat in anything, there's not another title that I can have because I'm
Mhm.
not
Yeah,
Can't represent all the
internationals.
rest.
Yeah, international contestant, we can only get the international miss. We cannot get the US title. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I get
So I
it. I
feel like
get
I
it.
can't miss a beat.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I was there. I was there
Yeah.
as well. I felt exactly the same as you. Again, I think like I put so much pressure on myself before leaving. I had a blast on the day, disappointed with my placement. But just
You
because
did fantastic.
it was just because I had put so much pressure on myself.
Yeah.
Then, like a month later, after really like, reflecting back and looking back, I was like, well, actually, that was a really, really good placement.
It is.
I've learned a lot as well. So I
Yeah.
know for me, I get the chance to, at some point, I don't know when, do another international pageant, but just to, like now that I've done one, I've made the mistakes.
Hmm.
I know how the people that place higher than me did. Now I know what I need to do for the future. So
Yeah.
looking forward to do another international as well. Thing like that you like, just almost like to finish the interview. One thing that you have gotten out of this experience preparing for International Miss, what has that been?
Thing, like I said before, I feel like it's embodies everything that I am and everything that I've done in the past. And if anything, it's just been a chance for me to be quite reflective as well. I'm the kind of person that's always like, what's next? What's next? Like more. I need to do more. I need to be more. I need to accomplish more. I'm a very very driven forward person. And obviously I'm still continuing to do that with what I'm doing with International Miss, like the Pearls of Wisdom, it's a new initiative. So I'm still doing that. But I've kind of had this moment of realization during this pageant that I've not had, particularly in other pageants that I've competed in. And it's kind of like who I am and what I've done is enough. I think
Mm-hmm.
because I've been in pageantry for 5 years and I've been doing all of the work. I realize I don't need to feel like I'm having to prove myself over and
Yeah.
over and time again, and that I already am that person and I don't need to try and prove it as much
Mm-hmm.
as I think we all have that imposter thing in our head, and we all um, worry sometimes that we need to be more, do more.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a big part of this journey for me is like coming to peace with who I am and what I already do and my business and how that impacts people without feeling like I need to do more and more and more, because obviously it is a competition, and I think it's so easy to get caught in that trap. Like in pageantry, it's so easy to get drawn into like I need to be doing the most and more and more and more and posting more, and sometimes you can feel that way, and this time I've felt a bit more like I'm at peace that who I am is enough and that I know what I want to do with this title, and I don't need to be doing
Mm-hmm.
the most. I
Yep.
need to be doing, it's like quality over quantity, I think.
Mm-hmm. 100%. And again,
Yeah.
I think this that you've learned through your journey as International Miss is also what you've been learning in your journey of being 30. Because
Yes.
once you're 30, your mindset changes a lot. So
Yeah.
I think you've come into this passion exactly at the perfect time to do
Yeah.
that switch of mentality
Yeah.
and feel at peace with who you are, what you bring to the table, and not putting that much stress on yourself to be more,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you are enough.
And that's why I do feel at peace with, it's almost like come full circle that whatever happens at the end of this pageant,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've grown how I needed to grow within pageantry. So I feel quite at peace. There's never been a time where I felt at peace for it to be like, this is the end of me competing for
Mm-hmm.
now. Whereas at this time I feel that way. And then I think maybe well, hopefully I'll be doing it for another year as the Queen, of course.
Yes.
But then after that, I think a break is now feels right,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like I've got to where I need to be for now, and that maybe I would revisit pageantry in, maybe 5 years' time. I would
Yeah.
reconsider whether I would do something else. But for now,
Perfect. Like you might be doing like me. I'm 36 and I'm doing a
yeah,
pageant. You will be 36 in 5 years' time.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
35, right? 35.
yeah, 35, yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm 31 in October, so we're not
Well,
wouldn't be far off
35,
36.
36, you might do your
Yeah.
next pageant. So it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's great. One thing that I just realized when we had our little glitch that I forgot to mention at the beginning of the podcast that we need to mention is like how crazy is that people are going crazy for the fake Stanley TikToks.
I know.
Like, let me check. I was like, hello? Like, how is this possible? Like, all our TikToks, they're great. And the fake Stanley is on 11,100 views at the moment with 300 likes. Like, what is this?
I think you need to put like an affiliate link on there so you're getting commission because it's people will be going to buy that.
I should have, I cannot do it now
Yeah.
because once you post
Yeah.
things, you cannot edit
Yeah.
them. So
Oh,
maybe I will do a separate TikTok with
yeah.
my fake Stanley and see if that, makes it and we can just make some money to do something cool with this.
Yeah. Maybe we need to do an episode which is like essentials for over 30s, like things that make our life easier. Because, like, to be fair, like
Mhm.
I don't have a big drinking thing, and I don't drink any water, so that would be something that
A
I should
big
really
drinking thing.
a big drinking cup bottle. It's a cup, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't have anything like that. I don't drink enough water, so that would be good. We could bring like all the things that we use the
Mm.
most in our life and talk
Yeah.
about them and how they help us be more efficient as women over 30.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
We'll make a note of that and we'll do it.
Mhm.
But yeah, I was like, I had to mention it at the beginning and then we
Yes.
start talking about my engagement and I forgot. But
Your
yeah,
engagement's more important.
I was just like going through uploading a new video and I'm like, what is life that we like the fake Stanleys is like so popular.
Everyone loves a Stanley. That's why
They
it's
love
popping off.
a Stanley and a bargain and everybody's
Yeah.
loving that.
Yes.
15 pounds.
Yeah.
Everybody's loving that. But yeah, I'm going to try to do another video, another separate TikTok about my fake Stanley. I'm going to upload it
Yes.
and see.
Yes.
Put an affiliate link and see if we get some money out of that.
That'll be
Hopefully.
the first money we've made.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to go buy a
The first,
Stanley and give us some money.
yeah. Okay, so I think we're gonna stop here because we have started this. We have 3 recordings for this. We are almost in 15 minutes on this one. I think we were in like 40 something on the other one.
Yes.
So I think we're in the perfect time to kind of like wrap up and wish Jasmine the best of luck on International Miss. I know you're going to smash it. You're going to have the best time of your life. You're going to have the best photos. I cannot wait to see you on that stage. So I am praying and manifesting that there is going to be a live stream somewhere that we can watch, even if that's Spain or whatever. We'll do. And remind us again, when is the pageant? What time does it start? So we can just keep an eye on it.
So I fly out on Thursday, the 29th. So if anyone wants to send me love on the day that I fly, then you can do that then. And then I'm in optional activities on the 30th. We have the national costume and the gala on the 31st. So be looking out then for me and my costume. And then the final is on the 1st, Sunday the 1st. I believe it starts at 5 p.m. Orlando time. So whatever that is in the UK, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I guess that would be 10 p.m. here.
Yes,
I think
it's later here. Yeah, it's later here, isn't it?
10
Yeah, I
p.m. I
think
think
so.
because
Yeah,
Galaxy this year was at 7 p.m. their time, which was midnight. So
right
if this
there.
is
Yeah,
5, I guess it
yeah,
will be like 7, 10 or
yeah. So
8,
that's not too
9,
late.
9.
So I expect everyone
No,
to be watching.
yeah, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
If there is a live stream, Madly and I probably will be live streaming and commentating. That
Yeah.
would be so much fun. And yeah, as I said, best of luck. Have the best time. I cannot wait to see all the content. I cannot wait to see your airport picture. And then yes, looking forward to see you on that stage.
Thank you so much. And thank you for all your support. I really appreciate you and all the support you've given me as well. And everybody who, if you're listening and you've supported my Still She Rose events or just supported me, give me a simple like on Instagram, whatever it might be. It means a lot. You need all the support you can get, especially
Yes,
when you go into an international. So I'm very
absolutely. Absolutely. And thank you for everybody else that is listening to this podcast. Everybody else, like it's like if we're talking to 1,000, I don't know. So yeah, never mind. I think we just had so many glitches today that my brain is not braining. Well, thank you very much for listening to another episode of the Females Striving Over 30 podcast. We are going to be uploading this a few days before Jasmine is leaving for international. So please make sure that you check our socials because I am going to be there sharing all the content that she does, asking for questions and polls for you guys to vote. We're going to check who is right regarding the national costume. Whoever knows what the national costume is, do not comment because it's not fair. Okay. So only comments if you don't know what the national costume is. And we'll keep you all posted on how she does on the international.
Bye.
Bye.